Hello students, welcome to my class. Today I am going to discuss about Newton's backward interpolation formula. In my previous class, I have already discussed about Newton's forward interpolation formula and forward finite difference operator. Okay, so today the point of discussion is Newton's backward interpolation formula. Okay, so let me write it first. So let y equal to f of x, this is a function, okay, and x0, x1, x2 up to xn be the values of the independent variable x. Clearly x is independent and y is dependent on x, and y0, y1, y2 up to yn be the values of y. Okay. Now if we want to estimate some y for some intermediate value of x using Newton's backward interpolation formula, then the formula is the value of y which will be going to be estimated is equal to yn plus v into backward difference operator delta yn minus 1 plus v into v plus 1 by factorial 2 into delta square yn minus 2 plus v into v plus 1 v plus 2 by factorial 3 into delta cube yn minus 3 plus up to v into v plus 1 into v plus 2 into v plus n minus 1 by factorial n into delta n y0. Okay, and this v is equal to x minus xn by h. Okay, where xn is the last value of x is the value for which y to be estimated, and h is the equidistant values of x, that is h is equal to x1 minus x0 equal to x2 minus x1 equal to x3 minus x2 is equal to up to xn minus 1. So h is the difference between two consecutive values of x. Okay. Now this is called backward finite difference operator. Okay, and this is used in Newton's backward interpolation formula, whereas this delta is called forward finite difference operator, and this is used in Newton's forward interpolation formula, and this is used in Newton's backward interpolation formula. Okay, I am writing it in the short form. Okay, now there is I have already discussed a relation between this delta and the shift operator, that is the shift operator E is equal to 1 plus delta. We have already proved it in my previous class. Okay, now there is also a relation between this backward and this inverse shift operator. Okay, that is if we apply this backward difference operator on f of x, then it will give you f of x minus f of x minus h. Okay, we know it, and if we operate E inverse on f of x, then it will just moving backward f of x to f of x minus h. That is, if this is x, if E is applied, then it will move to x plus a, and if E inverse is applied, then it will move to x minus h. Okay, so E inverse is applied on f of x, so therefore it will give you f of x minus h. Now I can write it here. I can write it E inverse f of x in the place of f of x minus h. Okay, so E inverse f of x. So therefore E inverse f of x equals to delta is equal to 1 minus delta f of x. Okay, so you can write it E inverse equals to 1 minus delta. So this is the relation between the inverse shift operator and the backward difference operator, and this is the relation between the shift operator and the forward difference operator. Okay, this is used in Newton's forward interpolation formula, and this delta used in Newton backward interpolation formula. Okay, so before using Newton's backward interpolation formula, you have to remember two conditions. Okay, that is, the first condition, the x should be equidistant. That means the values between the difference between two consecutive values of x should be same. That is, there is h, the values of x are equidistant, and the condition 2 is the value of x for which y to be estimated should be at the end of the list. That is, if you want to estimate y for some value of x, then x should be at the end of the list. Okay, and another condition is x's should be equidistant. Okay, so these are the two conditions for applying Newton's backward interpolation formula. If these two conditions are satisfied, then you can write yx equal to yn plus v into delta yn minus 1 plus v into v plus 1 by factorial 2 into delta square yn minus 2, and so on, where v equal to x minus xn by h. H is the difference between two consecutive values of x, and they are obviously equidistant, so h is same for all the differences. Okay, and this delta is the backward difference operator. Okay, now I am going to solve some problems on Newton's backward interpolation formula by using this result. Okay, so I am going to remove it now. Now let me write the formula here. Actually we will use this formula. So yx equal to yn plus v into delta y n minus 1 plus v into v plus 1 by factorial 2 delta square y n minus 2 plus v into v plus 1 v plus 2 by factorial 3 delta cube y n minus 3 plus. So this is the formula. Now I am going to solve a problem. The problem is the population of a country, the population of a country in the decennial census were as under. Estimate the population. Estimate the population for the year 1975. Okay, now the data is like that, that is, this is the year and this is population in lakhs. Okay, so I am writing it in a tabular form, that is, this is x actually and this is y. Okay, so x is 1941, 1951, 1961, 1971 and finally 1981. Okay, and the corresponding populations are given by 46, 67, 83, 95 and finally 102. Okay, so this is X and this is Y. So I am writing it only X and I am writing it only Y. Okay, so you have to estimate the population for 1975. Okay, so 1975 is clearly at the end of the list. Okay, so you have to estimate the Y for corresponding to 1975. I have already discussed a similar problem in Newton's forward interpolation formula in my previous class, and where the value of y for the value of x for which y to be estimated was maybe 1945, and it was at the top of the list, and that's why in that case I have used Newton's forward interpolation. But for this problem I have to use Newton's backward interpolation because this 1975 is at the end of the list. That was one condition, and another condition was the x should be equidistant, and clearly the difference between two consecutive values is 10. That is 1951 minus 1941 is 10, 61 to 51 is 10, 71 to 61 is 10, and similarly 81 to 71 is also 10. So here h is equal to 10, the common difference. Okay, and you have to estimate y for x equal to 1975, which is at the end of the list. Now I have to calculate the difference table first. Okay, so since here we have to use the Newton's backward difference formula, so I am writing this backward operator here. Okay, now I have to calculate the difference, that is 67 minus 46 equals to 21. Similarly 83 minus 67 is equal to 16. Similarly 95 minus 95 minus 83 is 12. Okay, and finally 102 minus 95 is 7. So that is the first difference table. Similarly I need the delta square y, that is 16 minus 21, so it is minus 5, 12 minus 16, that is minus 4, and 7 minus 12, that is minus 5. Similarly delta qy, that is minus 4 minus minus 5, so that is plus 1, and minus 5 minus minus 4, that means minus 5 plus 4, that is minus 1, and delta 4y is equal to minus 1 minus minus 1, that is minus 2. Okay, so you need to you have to continue this difference table up to you are getting a single value. Okay, so here I have got a single value, so my table is ended here. Okay, that is minus 2. Now for Newton's backward interpolation formula, you need yn minus 3, yn minus 2 and so on. So here n, that is, this is x0, this is x1, this is x2, this is x3 and this is x4. Okay, and this is corresponding y0, this is y1, this is y2, this is y3 and this is y4. Okay, so here n is equal to 4, so you need y4, then this delta y3, then delta square y2, then delta cube y1, then delta to the power 4 y0. So you need these values. Okay, so for forward interpolation formula you need these values, and for backward interpolation formula you need these values. Okay, now if I am going to substitute now the values of yn and so on. Okay, so first yn is y4, that means 102 plus, for which first we have to calculate the v, that is v is equal to x minus xn by h. Okay, so what is x? X is 1975, for which y to be estimated, minus what is xn? Xn is the last value of x, that is 1981, and what is h? That is obviously 10. So 75, 81 is minus 6 by 10, that means minus 0.6. So here yx equal to 102 plus minus 0.6 into delta y3, that means 7, plus minus 0.6 into minus 0.6 plus 1 by factorial 2 into minus 5. Okay, this one delta square y2. Okay, now minus 0.6, that is v plus 1 plus v plus 2 by factorial 3 into this one, that is minus 1, plus v into v plus 1 plus v plus 2 plus v plus 3 into factorial 4 into the last value, that is minus 2. Okay, so using this formula I am going to substitute this, that is first is y4 plus v into delta y3 plus v into v plus 1 by factorial 4 into delta square y2 plus v into v plus 1 plus v plus 2 by factorial 3 into delta cube y1, and plus v into v plus 1 plus v plus 2 plus v plus 3 divided by factorial 4 into delta 4 y0. Okay, I have substituted all the values. Now I have to calculate it. Okay, so therefore this will be like that, that is the first term is 102 plus this is would be minus that would be 4.2. Okay, and that would be minus 0.6 into plus 0.4 by 2 into minus 5, and plus this will be minus 0.6 into 0.4 into 1.4 factorial 3 means 6 into minus 1. Okay, and the last term is minus 0.6 into, that is 0.4 into 1.4 into 2.4 divided by factorial 4 means 24 into minus 2. So finally I need to calculate it, so I am going to remove this. Okay, so this is, so yx equal to, the first term is 102 minus 4.2, this is clear, and then this will be 0.6 into 0.4 into 5, okay, divided by 2, so that will be plus 0.6. Okay, now this one is minus plus. Okay, so this one is 0.6 into 0.4 into 1.4, okay, divided by 6, that is 0.0112. Okay, and finally the last term is minus minus plus, it is also plus, that is, sorry, this is minus 0.6, 2.4, 1.4, 2.4, 24, this is minus 2, okay, and this is again plus, okay. So 0.6 into 0.4 into 1.4 into 2.4, okay, divided by okay 0.6 into 0.4 into 1.4 into 2.4 into 5 divided by 24, and that is 0.168, okay. Now this is the negative term only and all the other terms are positive. So 102 plus 0.6 plus 0.112 102 plus 0.6 plus 0.0112 plus 0.168 minus 4.2. Okay, so it would be finally 102 plus 0.6 plus 0.0112 plus 0.168 minus 4.2. So that is 98.5792, and it is very clear that this 98.5712 is in between this 95 and 102, and the x was 1975, for which y to be estimated, and the value of y is 98.5792, and clearly it is in between 95 to 102. So therefore the answer is correct, okay. So this is the problem that we have applied Newton's backward interpolation formula. So for before applying backward interpolation formula, you have to remember two things, that is the x's should be equidistant. Here the values of h is 10 because this is the common difference for x, and the value of x for which y to be estimated should be at the end of the list. So here clearly 1975 is at the end of the list, okay. Now using this formula you can first derive what is v, that is v equal to x minus xn by h. So here x was 1975 minus 1981 by 10, so clearly minus 0.6. Now using this formula I can expand the expression for yx like this one, this type. Now calculating this, finally we get 98.5792, which is in between 95 to 102, and that should be the case, okay. So therefore this is the estimated population for the year 1975, okay. So I think you have understood this formula. Now I am going to discuss another formula of this type, okay. So I am going to remove this. The problem is estimate f of 3.8 from the following data. Okay, and here x is given like that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and f of x means clearly y. It is given like the corresponding values of y, that is 1, 1.5, 2.2, 3.1 and finally 4.6. Okay, now I have to prepare the difference table first. Okay, so let me check that the values of x's are clearly equidistant, because 1 minus 0 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1 and 4 minus 3 is 1. So therefore clearly h is 1, h is the common difference. So therefore x's are equidistant, and you have to estimate y for x equal to 3.8. Okay, so it is at the end of the list and you have to estimate the value of y here. Therefore the value of y should be in between 3.1 to 4.6, right? Okay, now so I can easily apply Newton's backward interpolation formula. So for which I have to prepare the difference table. Okay, so first this is delta y. Delta y means 1.5 minus 1, that is clearly 0.5. Then 2.2 minus 1.5, that is 0.7. Finally 3.1 minus 2.2, 3.1 minus 2.2, that is 0.9, and finally 4.6 minus 3.1, and that is 1.5. So this is the first difference table. Then the second difference, that is 0.7 minus 0.5, it is clearly 0.2. 0.9 minus 0.7, it is again 0.2, and 1.5 minus 0.9, that is 0.6. Okay, now the third difference table, that is 0.2 minus 0.2 is 0 and 0.6 minus 0.2 is 0.4, and the fourth difference table is 0.4 minus 0, that is 0.4. Okay, so this is the backward, should be backward, I am writing forward again and again. Okay, so this is the difference table and this difference table is created. Okay, now what is the Newton's backward interpolation formula? That was yx equal to yn plus v delta yn minus 1 plus v into v plus 1 by factorial 2 into delta square yn minus 2 plus v into v plus 1 by v plus 2 divided by factorial 3 into delta q yn minus 3 plus dot. Okay, now here clearly this is x0, this is x1, this is x2, this is x3 and this is x4. So yn is y4. Okay, so by applying Newton's backward interpolation, we get here for this problem yx equal to y4, this is the first, because y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, plus v into delta y3 plus v into v plus 1 by factorial 2 into delta square y2 plus v into v plus 1 by v plus 2 divided by factorial 3 into delta q y1 plus v into v plus 1 into v plus 2 by v plus 3 divided by factorial 4 into delta 4 y0. So this is the expression of Newton's backward interpolation formula for this problem. Okay, now you have to calculate V. So what is V? V is equal to x minus xn by h. So here x minus x4 by h, because n is equal to 4 here. So what is x? X is 3.8 and x4 is 4. So this is 4 and h is 1. So therefore minus 0.2. Okay. So 3.8 minus 4, that is minus 0.2. Okay. Now substitute all the values from this table and from V. So therefore this is y4. So y4 is, so we need these values, okay, for backward interpolation. So therefore for y4 this is 4.6 plus minus 0.2 into y3 is delta y3, that is 1.5 plus minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 plus 1 by factorial 2, and delta square y2 is 0.6 plus minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 plus 1 minus 0.2 plus 2 by factorial 3, and this delta q y1 is 0.4 plus minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 plus 1, this one, okay, minus 0.2 plus 2 minus 0.2 plus 3 by factorial 4 into the last value, that is 0.4. Okay. So I have substituted all the values. Now I have to calculate them. Okay. So therefore this is 4.6. This is 0.2 into 1.5. So be careful whenever you are going to calculate this. So this is obviously 0.3, and here this is minus, and this is again plus. Okay. So therefore 1 minus 0.2 means 0.8 actually. So this is 0.8, this is 0.2. Okay. So 0.8 into 0.2 into 0.6, okay, divided by 2. Factorial 2 means 2 divided by 2. So that is, so this is again minus, that is 0.048. So this term is calculated. Now this term, okay, so there is minus, and this is again, this will be plus, this will be plus, and so this will be minus. Okay. So here that is 0.2 into 0.8 into 1.8 clearly in divided by this is 6. Okay. So 6 means 0.0192. Okay. Now the last term is this will be positive, this will be positive, this will be positive. So only this is negative. So again negative here. So therefore this will be 0.2 into 0.2 into 0.8 into 1.8 into 2.8 into 0.4 divided by 24. Okay. So that is 0.01344. So this is 4.6 and these are all negative. So I am going to add them. Okay. This plus 0.048 plus 0.0192. Okay. So that is 0.38064. So finally 4.6 minus 0.38064. So that is, I am writing here, that is equal to 4.21936. Okay. So this is the value corresponding, this is the value of y corresponding to x equal to 3.8, and clearly you can notice that this value, that is 4.21936, it is in between 3.1 to 4.6. So therefore you have already estimated y for the value of x equal to 3.8, and this required value is lying between 3.1 to 4.6. okay, so it is clear. So using Newton's backward formula, you can beautifully estimate y for any intermediate value of x which is at the end of the list, okay, and the x's should be equidistant. So before applying Newton's backward interpolation formula, you have to keep two things in your mind, that is the x's should be equidistant and the value of x for which y to be estimated, that should be at the end of the list, that is 3.8 is at the end of the list, it is in between 3 to 4. Therefore the estimated value of y should be in between 3.1 to 4.6, okay. And now I have written the general form of Newton's backward interpolation, and then I have written the formula for this problem, that is here n is equal to 4. So y4, it is started from y4, then y3, y2, y1 and finally y0, okay. So therefore I have substituted the values of this, because you need these values, okay. So I have estimated the values of y4 delta, y3 delta square, y2 delta square, y1 and delta cube y1 and delta to the power 4 y0, and I have already calculated v, okay, which is 3.8 minus 4 by 1, and finally I have calculating this, I have got the answer, and clearly it is between 3.1 to 4.6, okay. So this is the answer. I think, hope you have understood the problem and you have enjoyed the class, and in our next class I am going to discuss about Lagrange's interpolation formula. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.